I am a digital artist based in Southern California. I have a small business, and most of the products stem from drawing. And one of the things I like to do is draw animals or people as a means to practice. And this is actually my dog. Oh, I love her so much. But yeah, it means a lot drawing uh, animals, and especially animals that you love and that you're close to. So this is my dog, and I decided to draw this because I've been wanting to draw her for a long time. And I wasn't so happy with the previous drawing of the dog that I did. It was a rough photograph. So I wanted to make sure I got like a pretty decent photograph for this. So it's important to get a good photograph, but the thing that's awesome about kind of this technique is you can take kind of a crappy photograph, and since you're drawing, you're kind of revivifying this photograph, especially if it's blurry or maybe just has some debris or something blocking the way, for example. Since you're drawing, you could draw that stuff out. Um, I always try to take precedence and always go for what's more appealing when I'm using this technique. Um, Even though it's a form of what we kind of say in the animation and computer graphics industry, rotoscoping, um, where we're essentially tracing, outlining certain aspects of the photo. Um, I really like try to keep a very loose, very loose brush stroke to there's a couple of reasons for it. It's something that I've developed over years. It wasn't something that I got overnight. This kind of hatching technique that I use to render when I'm painting, but I try to keep it loose, and even though it's kind of a form of tracing, I try to inject art into this and maybe make the photo a little bit more beautiful than it otherwise was and elevate the photo. So like when I'm done with this, I would never take this photo and print it and stick it on the wall, but after doing this drawing, it was about a 30-minute drawing, 30-minute sitting, and I'm going to print this out and stick it on my wall just because it means so much to have a picture of my dog. Be able to look at her every day. Her name's Princess. But just the appeal of it being a drawing, it just looks so much better than if it were a photo. When something's hand drawn, it just has this more of a museum quality to it. And you can see, look at how loose that is. I mean, sometimes I am kind of speeding through this, but I like the looseness to the brush strokes that I use. I mean, obviously that's what I do, but one of the reasons that I really like it is that it adds energy. It adds a lot of energy to the drawing, to your eyes when you're looking at something like this that has these gestural lines and movement in the lines. It's easier on the eyes. Sometimes a lot of beginning artists, they're very tight, and I was too when I first started, and I first started learning how to render and shade and stuff like that. I ended up getting very tight, and that kind of reads through in the drawing. And you can kind of feel it. Just it's a stiff kind of dead quality, but kind of keeping it loose like this, it breathes life into the drawing. You'll see when it's done. There's almost a lifelike quality to it. But when you zoom in very close, it looks like scribble. And that's what I kind of love about this style. If you like what you see, follow me and subscribe to the latest content.